dedicated their lives for propagation of the holy name of the Lord. Number 2, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. Number 3, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Number 4, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. Number 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Number 6, to give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. Number 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Number 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, karma kanda. Number 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Number 10, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachment even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these 10 offenses in order to achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank everyone for joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call today. Let us move to our next session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all have joined this morning?
Hare Krishna, Shushmita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from Texas College Station.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for all your services, Mataji. Thank you for letting me share. Thank you very much for joining the call. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Susmita Mataji. This is Kamadikidasi from Baltimore. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj and all the devotees. And to you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Kamudaki Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to all the devotees. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, you back from my humble obeisances. Jai Shri Prabhupada, this is Prithvi asking Devidasi from Atlanta.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Sorry, is it Mohini Lakshmi Mataji?
Priti Vilasni Mataji.
Priti Vilas. Hare Krishna, Priti Vilasni Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranams, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj, to you and all devotees here. This is Ekaradika Leela Devidasi in Iowa, United States.
Hare Krishna, Ikaradika Leela Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for your nice chanting, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Susmita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev Ki Jai, Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Vrindavika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj, all glories to Assemble devotee. This is Mohini Lakshmi from Detroit.
Hare Krishna, Mohini Lakshmi Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call today. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Narayan Damodar Das from Nagpur, Maharashtra, India.
Hare Krishna, Narayan Damodar Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call today. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Manmohan Agarwal from Saranpur, India.
Hare Krishna, Manmohan Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Susmita Mataji. This is Reena from Amritsar. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Reena Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. And welcome to the call, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Anusha from Mumbai. Thank you so much for the wonderful Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anusa Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call today. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Today we are so fortunate to have His Grace Adigadadhar Prabhuji to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 3rd chapter, verse number 30. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for giving your valuable time and association to us this morning and enlightening us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. Before I hand over the call to you, I would like to hand over the call to Priti Vilasini Mataji for a brief introduction. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Mataji. Please take over the call from here.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all so much. It's indeed a great honor and pleasure to introduce His Grace Adigadadhar Prabhuji to all of you. He's one of the most sought after speakers from this side of the globe. So it's immense pleasure for me to introduce him to all of you in Bhakti Sangha. His Grace Adigadadhar Prabhuji is a medical doctor originally from Mumbai. He was introduced to Krishna consciousness by His Grace Gaur Gopal Prabhu back in 1998 at the age of 18 when he was studying in Grant Medical College and JJ Hospital, Mumbai. He joined ISKCON Chapati and took initiation from His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. He has also completed his Bhakti Shastri course taught by Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. When Prabhuji took his Brahmin Diksha from His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, he asked his Guru Maharaj if he had any instructions for him. And Maharaj asked him to share the sweetness of Krishna's pastimes as much as he could. So he has taken up that instruction to heart, and he's a speaker who's eagerly sought after to speak Chaitanya Leela and Krishna Leela. He speaks on multiple forums beside Bhakti Sangha, and he also serves as a Bhakti Vaibhav instructor, and he has hundreds of people who take the Bhakti Vaibhav course from him. He lives in Atlanta, Georgia, with his wife Radha Bhav Mataji, who is also a medical doctor, and their two children, Gopal and Maithili. In his profession, he has been in the front lines fighting COVID-19. He serves as the congregational director for ISKCON Atlanta, where he brings together many exalted speakers for the inspiration of this congregation. Prabhuji's personal practice in bhakti is very deep. His humility and sweetness touches the heart of any devotee who comes in contact with him. And as far as Bhakti Sangha is concerned, Prabhuji has been serving as a regular speaker for many, many years, and he helps the Sangha with organizing a few special classes with different guest speakers from time to time. He's been a very important pillar in the Sangha, and we are so fortunate to welcome him in this early morning call where we are discussing Srimad Bhagavatam. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. You can now take over the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Sushmita Mataji and Priti Vilasini Mataji, for giving me this opportunity to speak on Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam today. Let us begin with Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamhayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे गुरुवज्ञा शिरसि धृत्वा शक्त्यावेशस्वरूपिणे हरे कृष्णेति मन्त्रेण पाश्चात्य प्राच्यतारिणे गौर श्री रूप सिद्धांत सरस्वती निषेविणे राधा कृष्ण पदाम्भोजौ भृंगाय गुरवे नमः नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती नामिने श्रीवार्षभानवी देवी दयिताय कृपाब्धये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्वल प्रेमाढ्य श्री रूपानुग भक्तिद श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुग विरुद्ध अपसिद्धांत ध्वांतहारिणे नमो गौर किशोराय साक्षाद् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्भ रसाम्बोधे पादाम्बुजायते नमः नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगवरायते गौराविर्भाव भूमेस्त्वं निर्देष्टा सज्जन प्रिय वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विसे नमः पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम् हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते जयतां सुरतौ पंगोर्मम मंद मतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्व पदाम्भोजो राधा मदन मोहनौ दिव्यद्वृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमाद श्रीमद्रत्नागर सिंहासनस्थौ श्री श्री राधा श्रील गोविंद देवौ प्रेष्ठालिभिः सेव्यमानौ स्मरामि श्रीमन्रास रसारंभी वंशीवटतटस्थित कर्षणवेणुस्वनैर्गोपिर् गोपीनाथ श्रीस्तु नः तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वृंदावनेश्वरी राधा कृष्णो वृंदावनेश्वरः जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्णो गतिर्मम जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Dear devotees, today we will be studying one verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, and this is the 7th canto of Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 3, text number 30. Hiranyakashipu is offering these prayers to Lord Brahma after having performed his severe austerities in order to become the most powerful person in the universe. Lord Brahma appeared upon the request of all the demigods, because by the power of the austerities of Hiranyakashipu, the whole universe was experiencing a lot of heat, literally. And they prayed to Lord Brahma to resolve the situation. Lord Brahma came to Mandara Hill, where Hiranyakashipu was performing his severe austerities, and sprinkled celestial water, spiritual water on him, by which Hiranyakashipu's body, which had been eaten away by insects, reduced to just bones, was revived. His body became very powerful enough to even resist the attack of a thunderbolt. His body became golden, effulgent. And now, being very pleased with Lord Brahma, Hiranyakashipu is offering these prayers. So, Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam, which is Nigama Kalpa Taror Galitam Phalam, 3rd chapter, text number 30. Shri Hiranyakashipu is offering this prayer to Lord Brahma. Tvam saptatantun vitanošitanva traya chaturhotraka vidyaya cha tvam eka atma mavatam anadir anantaparaha kavir antaratma tvam saptatantun vitanošitanva traya chaturhotraka vidyaya cha tvam eka atma atmavatamanadir anantaparaha kavirantaratma tvam saptatantun vitanošitanva traya chaturhotraka vidyaya cha tvam eka atma atmavatamanadir anantaparaha kavirantaratma. Synonyms: tvam, you; saptatantun, the 7 kinds of Vedic ritualistic ceremonies, beginning from the Agnishtoma Yajna, Vitanoshi, spread Tanva by your body, Traya, the three Vedas, Rigved, Yajurved, and Samaved, Chatu Hotraka, the four kinds of Vedic priests, the four types of Ritviks, known as Hota, Adhvaryu, Brahma, and Udgata, Vidyaya, by the necessary knowledge, Cha, also, Tvam, you, Ekah, one, Atma, the super soul, Atmavatam, of all living entities, Anadihi, without beginning, Anantaparah, without end, Kavihi, the supreme inspirer, Antah Atma, the super soul within the core of the heart. Translation and purport by our beloved founder Acharya, Nitya Lila Pravishtha Om Vishnupad Ashtottara Shata Shri Srimad Abhay Charana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. My dear Lord, by your form as the Vedas personified and through knowledge relating to the activities of all the Yadnik Brahmanas, you spread the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies of the 7 kinds of sacrifices headed by Agnishtoma. Indeed, you inspire the Yadnik Brahmanas to perform the rituals mentioned in the 3 Vedas. Being the supreme soul, the super soul of all living entities, you are beginningless, endless, and omniscient, beyond the limits of time and space. Hare Krishna. Purport. The Vedic ritualistic ceremonies, the knowledge thereof, and the person who agrees to perform them are inspired by the Supreme Soul. As confirmed in Shri Bhagavad Gita, Matah Smritir Jnanam Apohanam Cha. From Lord Krishna come remembrance, Smriti, knowledge, Jnanam, and forgetfulness, Apohanam. The super soul is situated in everyone's heart. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtaha. And also, Ishvara sarva bhutanam hridadesha arjuna tishtati. And when one is advanced in Vedic knowledge, the super soul gives him directions. Acting as super soul, Lord Krishna gives inspiration to a suitable person to perform the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies. In this connection, 4 classes of priests known as Ritvik are required. They are mentioned as Hota, Adhvaryu, Brahma, and Udgata. End of purport. Hare Krishna. Shri Gurave Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, in this particular verse of Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Brahma is being glorified by Hiranyakashipu for selfish vested interests. And therefore, he is exaggerating. He is going overboard in his glorification of Lord Brahma. Hiranyakashipu says things like, even Dhruvalok is destroyed, which is false. Dhruvalok is the Shweta Dweep, Vaikuntha planet within this Brahmanda. within this material universe, and it is eternal. It is never destroyed. So in this particular verse also, Hiranyakashipu is glorifying Lord Brahma as the supreme personality of Godhead, Bhagwan Krishna, which is also wrong. Lord Brahma is not equal to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is Asamordhva. In the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada writes, Krishna is Asamurdhva. He is Asama, nobody is equal to him, and he is Urdhva. No one can be greater than Krishna. So Krishna is one without second. In fact, Lord Brahma is a servant of Krishna. Ekela Ishwara Krishna Ara Saba Bhritya. Jai Jaise Nachaye, Sai Taise Kare Nritya. This is the verdict of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Ekela Ishwara Krishna. There is only one Ishwar, only one controller, and that is Lord Krishna. Ara Saba Bhritya. Everyone else is a servant of Krishna. Lord Shiva is a humble, menial servant of Lord Krishna. Lord Brahmaji is also a humble, menial servant of Lord Krishna. So is Surya Dev. So is Indra Dev. So is Ganeshji. So is Durga Devi. Everyone is a servant of Krishna. So is Shri Saraswati Devi, as evidenced in Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, where she chastised her own devotee Keshav Kashmiri when he took on Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So everybody is a servant of Krishna, and to call them a servant of Krishna is their greatest glory. It gives great pleasure to Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu when we call Lord Shiva a humble, menial servant of the lotus feet of Shri Krishna Chandra. Shankar Bhagwan feels great joy. Just like we will feel great joy when we are called a humble servant of our Shri Gurudev, of our Ishtadev. So here, Hiranyakashipu is exaggerating because he has vested interest. He wants to get nice benedictions out of Lord Brahma. So he is exaggerating his glorification of Lord Brahma. But when we recite this verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, we recite it with bhav. We recite it with devotion, because this particular verse of Srimad Bhagavatam is actually glorifying Lord Krishna, because Hiranyakashipu in his Siddha Swarup is a pure devotee. He is actually a Nitya Siddha. He is Jai, and Hiranyaksha is Vijay. Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha are Jai Vijay. They are eternal Nitya Siddha servants of Lord Vishnu in Vaikuntha, confidential servants of Lord Krishna, who appeared in this material world in 3 different yugas, in 6 features: Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Ravan, Kumbhakarna, Dantavakra, and Shishupal, to facilitate Krishna Leela, to teach all of us valuable lessons. If Hiranyakashipu had not come, there would be no glorification of Prahlad Maharaj. There would be no 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. If Varahadev did not come, so many beautiful chapters in Srimad Bhagavatam are dedicated to Lord Varahadev. If Kumbhakaran and Ravan had not come, then so many beautiful chapters of the 9th canto and the entire Valmiki Ramayana would not have come into existence, at least would not have come to us. And if Shishupal, Dantavakra were not there, then Krishna Leela would feel incomplete. Through this Dushta Damana Leela, where Krishna chastises and kills the demons, we can learn valuable lessons. And the pure devotees are glorified in these pastimes. So therefore, Hiranyakashipu is playing a very important role. He is offering this prayer out of vested interest, but when we recite it, we should think that a pure devotee is offering these prayers to our Ishtadev, Shri Krishna. In this way, we can offer this prayer to Lord Krishna. So Krishna is being glorified here as Vedas personified, because the Vedas are emanations from Krishna. Vedanta Krit. Krishna himself says in Sri Bhagavad Gita that I am Vedanta Krit. The Vedas come from me. I am giving you the Vedas. So because Vedas are directly emanating from Shri Krishna, we can say that the Vangmaya Swarup of Krishna is the Vedas. Therefore, the Vedas are called Shabda Brahma. Krishna is Brahma. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Param Brahma, Param Dham, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavam. So Krishna is Param Brahma, as Arjun declares in Bhagavad Gita. And the Vedas are called Shabda Brahma. They are also Brahma. They are also the Supreme Lord, but in the form of literature. So Krishna is the source of the Vedas. And through knowledge relating to the activities of the Yajnik Brahmanas, Krishna spreads the Vedic culture, the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies of the 7 kinds of sacrifices. For example, Agnishtoma is one of them. So Krishna spreads the Vedic knowledge through different sages, different priests in this world, different Yajnik Brahmanas. Krishna propagates and spreads the Vedic culture, which consists of performing yajna. In the 18th chapter of Sri Bhagavad Gita, Krishna clearly says 3 activities should never be abandoned. One is dan, one is tapasya, and one is yajna. Charity should never be stopped. Austerities should never be given up. And also performance of yajna, sacrifices, should never be abandoned. These 3 activities, they purify even the pure souls. Hare Krishna. So here it is said that Krishna propagates the Vedic culture, which includes performance of Vedic sacrifices. Indeed, you inspire Yajnik Brahmanas to perform rituals mentioned in the 3 Vedas. Actually, the Veda knowledge is one, but Bhagwan Shri Krishna Dvaipayan Vyasadev has divided them into different branches systematically so that we can study them. Being the supreme soul, the super soul of all living entities. Now, Brahmaji is not the super soul of all living entities, but again, Hiranyakashipu is exaggerating his glorification of Lord Brahma because he has got selfish, ulterior motive. He wants to get benedictions out of Lord Brahma. So he's glorifying Lord Brahma as Paramatma. Actually, Paramatma is Krishna, not Lord Brahma. Anadi, you are beginningless, you are endless and omniscient, beyond the limits of time and space. Again, these are all qualities of Bhagwan, Shri Krishna. So when we recite this verse, we are offering this verse to our Ishtadev, Shri Krishna Chandra. So Krishna is beginningless, Krishna is endless, Krishna is omniscient, and Krishna is beyond time and space. So this is glorification of Lord Krishna. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada explains that the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies are inspired by the Supreme Soul. This is very important, my dear friends. Those who are second initiated, they chant the Brahma Gayatri Mantra, the Guru Gayatri Mantra, the Gaura Gayatri Mantra, and the Kam Gayatri Mantra, in which this principle is alluded to, that let my activities be inspired by Guru, Gauranga, and Krishna. So this is very important prayer for all of us, that whatever activities we do, may these activities be inspired by Guru, Gauranga, and Krishna. And here it is said by Srila Prabhupada that whatever Vedic ritualistic ceremonies are performed by the Yajnik Brahmanas, actually it is Krishna who is inspiring them. The prerana, the inspiration to do it, is coming ultimately from Krishna. And Srila Prabhupada also reminds us that from Krishna comes Smriti, Jnana, and Apohanam. Remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness comes from Krishna, because Krishna is present in the heart as the super soul. Sarvasya cha aham hridi sannivishta. And Prabhupada gives another example from Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says that he is the Lord in the heart. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hridesha arjuna tishtati. Then Prabhupada says again, reiterates the point, when one is advanced in Vedic knowledge, the super soul gives him directions. This is also very important. When someone is spiritually advanced, then one may be able to understand the inspiration, the prompts, and the dictation of the super soul, the Chaitya Guru in the heart. But in our neophyte stage of bhakti, we should not do certain activities and say, oh, Krishna inspired me to do it. That is improper. Only one who has spiritually advanced enough to be able to understand the dictations of the Chaitya Guru, Paramatma in the heart, one can follow. In our neophyte stage, even if there is some inspiration, we should confirm it from our Gurudev, either our Diksha Guru or Shiksha Guru, and we should make sure, if we cannot confirm it with our Diksha Guru or Shiksha Guru, we should at least make sure that whatever inspiration has come, it is in line with Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Whatever we have read and heard from Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, that inspiration should be in line with it. For example, one should not dress Krishna in a denim pant and give an iPhone in the hand of Krishna saying, well, I felt inspired by Paramatma today to do this, because this is not in line with Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. So we have to be careful. We should not pretend to be more advanced than we actually are. So Prabhupada is saying that when one is advanced, the super soul gives directions. Like Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada so many times said that I got this divine inspiration to do such a thing, to take sannyas. Srila Prabhupada repeatedly saw the manifestation of the super soul, Shri Guru, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, whose Tirobhav Tithi, disappearance day, was yesterday in the US. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada many times appeared to our Srila Prabhupada, giving that inspiration that follow my path, follow the path of sannyas, take sannyas, go to the Western world and preach the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This inspiration was coming again and again. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada did not leave India to preach Gauravani Pracharine, to preach the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu whimsically. No, Prabhupada did not do it whimsically. Prabhupada was divinely inspired by the Chaitya Guru, the Paramatma, who is the internal manifestation of Shri Guru. Then Srila Prabhupada further says, acting as super soul, Lord Krishna gives inspiration to a suitable person, to perform the yajnas, the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies. In this connection, 4 classes of priests are there. Ritviks, Prabhupada says, 4 Ritviks are there: Hota, Adhvaryu, Brahma, and Udgata. In this connection, my dear friends, although this is not really our path, I would like to read from a book by Dr. Chandradhar Sharma, who is a MA PhD and a professor at Banaras Hindu University. In the 1960s, he wrote this book called Indian Philosophy, a Critical Survey, where he explains what these terms are. And I'm referring to this because I could not find references in Veda base, because this is not our path. But in the Vedas, it is mentioned. So I'm just going to read a few lines from here, just one paragraph. The name Veda, knowledge, stands for the mantras and the Brahmana. Mantra Brahmanayor Veda Namadheyam. Mantra means a hymn addressed to some deity, either a god or a goddess. Collection of mantras is called Samhita, and there are 4 Samhitas: Rik Samhita, Sama Samhita, Yajur Samhita, and Atharva Samhita, the 4 Vedas. These are said to be compiled for the smooth performance of the Vedic sacrifices. A Vedic sacrifice needs 4 main priests, Ritviks. Hota is one who addresses the hymns in praise of the particular deity for whom the yajna is being performed, to invoke the presence of that deity and to invoke their participation in the sacrifice. That is called Hota, one who addresses the principal deity who is being worshipped through the yajna. Udgata is one who loudly sings the hymns in sweet musical tones to entertain and to please the deity. Udgata, loudly, he recites the hymns. Adhvaryu is one who physically performs the yajna. like pouring ghee, arranging the firewood, arranging the yajna shala, the yajna kund. So that person is called adharyu, one who physically performs the sacrifice according to the strict ritualistic codes and gives offerings. He gives the ahuti, he gives the offerings to the deity. And the fourth type of ritvik, the fourth type of priest is Brahma, who is the general supervisor of the Vedic sacrifice and who is supervising everyone else. He is the one who is invited by the Yajman. Yajman is typically the king who wants to perform the yajna, Rajasuya yajna, Agnihotra yajna, or Ashwamedh yajna. The king is the Yajman. He invites the Brahma, who is the main priest, and Hota is the one who addresses the principal deity who is being worshipped. Udgata sings the Vedic hymns loudly, and Adharyu physically performs the yajna. Now, the four Samhitas, means the four Vedas, Rigved, Yajurved, Samaved, and Atharvaved, are said to be compiled to fulfill the needs of the four main priests, the four main Ritviks. For example, Rigveda is meant for the Hota because it has various mantras for different deities. Samaved is for the Udgata, who very beautifully sings the different songs in the Samaved. That is meant for the Udgata. Yajurved is for the Adharyu, where in prose all the different technical details are mentioned how to perform the Vedic sacrifice, how to perform the yajna. It is meant in the Yajurveda. It is given in the Yajurveda, and Yajurveda is specially meant for the Adharyu priest. And the Atharva Ved is meant for the Brahma, who is a general supervisor of the yajna. Now, in this verse, all of you must have noticed that the word Traya is used, that there are 3 Vedas, but we just saw that there are 4 Vedas. Well, the Vedas are enumerated differently. Sometimes they are called 3 Vedas, where Atharvaveda is included, although not separately mentioned, and sometimes it is called 4 Vedas, where Atharvaveda is counted separately. So here it is said sometimes the Vedas are referred to as Trai, where we are omitting Atharvaveda as a separate Veda. Rigveda means a verse, Sama means a song, Yaju means a prose. This is some technical details about what we were reading in the verse and the purport, just to make it little clear for all of us. Now, in this verse, the importance of performing yajna or sacrifice is clearly mentioned. In the purport to Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter 13, text 38, there is mention about the 7 types of sacrifices. Because see, in this verse, we see that in the second line of the translation, Vedic ritualistic ceremonies of 7 kinds of sacrifices, headed by Agnishtoma, is mentioned in the verse. Sapta Tantun, the Sanskrit verse says, Tvam Sapta Tantum Vitanoshi Tanva. Sapta Tantum means the 7 types of Vedic ritualistic ceremonies are there. So what are these? These are explained in Srimad Bhagavatam 3.13.38. So here it is mentioned in the purport by Srila Prabhupada, there are 7 kinds of routine yajnas performed by all followers of Vedic rituals. And they are called Agnishtoma, that's number 1, Agnishtoma, number 2, Atyagnishtoma, number 3, Uktha, number 4, Shodashi, number 5, Vajapeya, number 6, Atiratra, and number 7, Aptoryama. So these are the 7 types of Vedic sacrifices, yajnas. Agnishtoma, Atyagnishtoma, Uktha, Shodashi, Vajapeya, Atiratra, and Aptaryam. Then Prabhupada says something very important for us practically in this age of Kali Yuga. Anyone performing such yajnas regularly is supposed to be situated with Lord Krishna, because these yajnas, they connect us with Krishna, because Krishna is Yajnesh. Krishna is Yajnapati. By all the sacrifices, Krishna is to be worshipped. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha natu mam abhijanati tatve natas chavantite. If we don't understand Krishna in tattva, chavantite, we will fall down. And what is Krishna? Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha. I am the bhokta, I am the enjoyer of all the yajna. Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva. I am the master and I am the enjoyer of all sacrifices. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarva loka maheshwaram. That is our Krishna. But, Prabhupada continues, but anyone who is in contact with the Supreme Lord Krishna by discharging devotional service is understood to have performed all different varieties of yajnas. So there are these 7 types of yajnas. We do not have to worry about them separately, my dear friends. The path that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given is in itself complete and perfect. We don't have to do anything else. If we are performing Krishna Bhakti, if we are performing Navavidha Bhakti, then performance of all these yajnas and everything is included in that. Prabhupada clearly says, but anyone who is in contact with Supreme Lord Krishna by discharging devotional service is understood to have already performed all different varieties of yajnas. Now, whatever Srila Prabhupada says in the purports is soundly based on scriptures, Shastra. And if we go to 3.33.7, Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam 3.33.7, we will find the reference to what Srila Prabhupada is saying. Very famous verse that Mother Devahuti speaks to Bhagwan, the Supreme Lord, Bhagwan Shri Kapila. Mother Devahuti says, Aho batashva pachato gariyan yajjivagre vartate namatubhyam te pustapaste juhuvus nasnurarya brahmanuchur namagrihanti. So in this verse, it is said that, oh, aho, how glorious are those tongues which are chanting your holy name. Even if born in the families of Shwapacho, dog eaters, Chandal family, even if they are born in such family, not that they are eating dog meat. A devotee will never do like this. But even if they are born in a low-class family, such persons are worshipable. Gariyan. They are worshipable. Why? Because Yajjivagre Vartate Namatubhyam. Because Krishna's name is dancing. Harinam is dancing on the tips of their tongue. Jiva Agre. Because they are, Krishna Nam is at the tip of their tongue. We say that, oh, have you memorized the formula in the exam? Oh, it was the tip of my tongue. I can't remember it. Tip of the tongue. Harinam should be tip of the tongue. Anything happens, Krishna. Krishna. Something good happens, Hare Krishna. Something bad happens, Hare Krishna. Something surprising happens, Hare Krishna. Something funny happens, Hare Krishna. Krishna Nam should be Jivhagre. It should be at the tip of our tongue. Anything, somebody pokes us, Krishna. Somebody tickles us, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It is said, Tepus tapaste juhuvu sasnurarya. Juhuvu means to perform all these fire sacrifices, Vedic sacrifices. Brahmanuchur nama grinantiyete. The fact that nama grinantiyete, the fact that these devotees are always chanting Krishna Nam, that means they have already performed all kinds of austerity. Tapa means austerity. Tepu tapa te. Juhu means all the Vedic sacrifices. And Sasnur, they have taken bath in all the holy rivers and tirthas. Arya, they have all Vedic culture in them. They are very cultured. And Brahma Anuchu, they have studied the Vedas. They have completely studied the Vedas. They have performed all the sacrifices. They have taken all the holy baths and they have performed all tapasya and austerities. If one is able to nama grinantiyete, if one is able to chant your name, O Krishna. Srimati Devahuti Mata is offering this very beautiful verse, and this verse is quoted in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. So in this verse, it is mentioned that chanting the name of Krishna is the best way of performing yajna. And this is substantiated in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam also. Krishna Varnam Tvisa Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam Yajnai Sankirtana Prayar Yajanti Hisumedasa. That the Kali Yuga avatar of Krishna is Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who will Krishna Varnam, who will always be chanting Krishna, 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 Tvisa Krishnam, and he will be the opposite of Ghanasham. He will be Gaura Sundar. Our Shama Sundar will become Gaura Sundar. He will be a Krishna. Shama Sundar will become Gaura Sundar. And he will come along with his Parshads. He will come along with his associates. And he will come with the holy name. And how is he worshipped? If Krishna is coming in Kali Yuga, we want to worship him. How is worship of Sri Gaura Sundar performed? Yajna Sankirtana Prayar. Mainly it is by Yajna Sankirtan. You can offer him flower garland. You can offer him sandalwood paste. You can offer him Shodasha Upachar. You can offer him Arti. You can dress him nicely. You can offer him jewelry. You can do various things for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and worship him. But Praya, mainly the worship of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to Harinam Sankirtan. If you cannot offer nice clothes, jewels and garlands to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if you simply do Harinam Sankirtan in front of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he'll be very satisfied, very pleased. The main worship of Mahaprabhu is through Harinam Sankirtan. Bhagavatam is saying. Yajna Sankirtana Prayar Yajanti. Yajanti means to worship Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How Yajanti? Sankirtana Prayar. So, Krishna Varnam Tvisa Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam Yajna Sankirtana Prayar Yajanti Hi. And who will Yajanti Sri Gaura Sundar by Sankirtan? Sumedasa. Those who are really intelligent. Those are really intelligent. Not the Alpa Medasa, the Sumedasa. They will worship Mahaprabhu with Nam Sankirtan. So that is mentioned here. And further, it is also mentioned that one should worship Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through the chanting of the holy name. And there is something, and here Tubhyam word is important. Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport to this verse 3.30, 3.7, Srila Prabhupada writes at the end of the first paragraph that Tubhyam means only unto you, which means Sankirtan is not of any other deity, any other demigod or demigoddess. Sankirtan is only meant for Krishna. Krishna is the enjoyer of Sankirtan Yajna. Therefore, Prabhupada is emphasizing Tubhyam means Krishna. One must chant Krishna's name only, not the name of any of the other personalities. Prabhupada says, only the holy name of Supreme Lord Krishna will be effective. Anyone who compares the holy name of the Supreme Lord to the names of demigods is Pashandi or an offender. Sometimes it is seen that in Sankirtan, devotees start chanting the names of demigods. And it is mentioned by Srila Prabhupada that this is wrong. This is avidhi purvak. This should not be done. Ye tu anya devata bhakta yajante shraddhayanvita te tu mam eva kaunteya yajanti avidhi purvakam. This is avidhi purvak yajanti. This is worship of Krishna which is not vidhi purvak but avidhi purvak. It is wrong. These people are called Pashandi. And to substantiate that, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reveals in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit, Madhya Leela, chapter 18, text 115. Very important. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit, Madhya Leela, chapter 18, text 115. Jai Mudha kahe jiva Ishwar hai sama Seita Pashandi haya Dande tare yama. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he went to Vrindavan Dham, he told some people this very important principle that a human being should never be compared, or a demigod should never be compared to Krishna. Ekela Ishwara Krishna. Ara Sava Bhritya. Jai Jaise Nachaye Sai Taise Kare Nritya. Krishna alone is the God, Supreme God. Jai Mudha Kahe Jiva Ishwar Hai Sama. The fool who says that a living entity, a Jivatma, is equal to Paramatma, Ishwar, Krishna, Seita Pashandi hai. That person is a Pashandi. So Pashandi bhave dhruvam. That person is a Pashandi, and Dande Tare Yama. Yamaraj will punish that person. Yamaraj will punish that person. One who compares a living entity to God. So people who claim to be God, people who claim that certain demigod is the supreme God, or some Baba is the supreme God, these people are defined as Pashandi. In this regard, I would like to read the purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada says, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that the word Pashandi refers to one who considers the living entity under the control of illusory energy to be equal with the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, who is transcendental to material qualities. Then Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada further elaborates, another kind of Pashandi is one who does not believe in the spirit soul. Some people say that, no, this body is everything. They are also Pashandi. The superior potency of the Lord, Para Prakriti, the Jiva is Para Prakriti of Krishna. Bhinna Prakriti, the inferior Prakriti, is the material energy. Then those who do not distinguish between spirit and matter are also Pashandi. While describing one of the offenses against chanting the holy names, specifically the offense called Shruti Shastra Nindanam, blasphemy of the Vedic literature, Srila Jiva Goswami says in his Bhakti Sandarbha, Yatha Pashanda Margena Dattatreya Rishabha Devo Pasakanam Pashandinam. Worshippers of impersonalists like Dattatreya and Rishabha Dev are also Pashandis. Lord Dattatreya and Bhagwan Rishabdev Maharaj are incarnations of Krishna. But those who misunderstand their philosophy, as is extremely common now, and they ascribe to their philosophy of Shunyavad or Mayavad, they are Pashandis. Concerning the offense, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada says, concerning the offense of Aham Mama Buddhi or Dehatma Buddhi, considering the body to be self, Srila Jiva Goswami says, Deva Dravinadi Nimittaka Pashanda Shabdena Cha Dasha Paradha Eva Lakshante Pashanda Mayatvat Tesham. Those who are overly absorbed in the conception of body and the bodily necessities are also called Pashandis. Elsewhere in Srila Jiva Goswami's Bhakti Sandarbha, it is stated, Uddishya Devata Eva Juhoti Cha Dadati Cha Sapashanditi Vidneyaha Swatantro Vapi Karmasu. The Pashandi is one who considers the demigods and the Supreme Personality of Godhead to be one. One who sees that the demigods and Krishna sab ek hi hai. That person is Pashandi. Therefore, a Pashandi worships any kind of demigod as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Some people say that all devatas are actually equal to Krishna. Worship anybody. Even I had this understanding when I was first introduced to Krishna consciousness. I remember first day, my first satsang that I attended, Gaur Gopal Prabhu, His Grace Gaur Gopal Prabhu, he said that we are worshippers of Krishna. I was asking him something about from some book, and Gaur Gopal Prabhu told me, I have not studied this book because I want to specialize in 3 books. I still remember, this was my first satsang in August 1998. Gaur Gopal Prabhu said, I want to specialize in 3 books. Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. Just like you are specializing in your medical textbooks, anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, medicine, surgery, I have decided in this life to become a specialist of these 3 books. Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. And what you're asking me is not from these books, so I don't want to comment. I remember that very clearly. So here it is said that a Pashandi is one who considers the demigods and Krishna to be one and the same. Therefore, a Pashandi worships any kind of demigod as the personality of God. There are certain books that say you worship any god and it's all same. but actually that is not true. One who disobeys the orders of the spiritual master is also considered a Pashandi. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada is giving different definitions of Pashandi, different types of Pashandi. One Pashandi is one who disobeys the spiritual master. One Pashandi is one who does not have faith in the existence of the Jivatma, the spirit soul. One Pashandi is one who does not distinguish between matter and spirit. Pashandi is one who does not believe in the supreme authority of the supreme personality of Godhead. These are all one who disrespects the holy scriptures. That is also Pashandi, Shruti Shastra Nindanam. One who is too much absorbed in Dehatma Buddhi, considering the material body to be the self, is also Pashandi. One who misunderstands Lord Dattatreya and Lord Rishabhadev and becomes a follower of the Shunyavad or Mayavad philosophy is also Pashandi. So, and one who disobeys spiritual master is also Pashandi, Guru Ravagya. So these are all the different types of Pashandis. Then Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says the word Pashandi has been described in many places in Srimad Bhagavatam, and in his typical style of writing purport, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada just enumerates the different references from Srimad Bhagavatam. 4.2.28, 4.2.30, 4.2.32, 5.6.9, 12.2.13, and I think it should be 12.3.43. On the whole, a Pashandi is a non-devotee who does not accept Vedic conclusions. Now we are coming to a very beautiful verse, very, very beautiful verse. In the Hari Bhakti Vilas, the first Vilas, verse number 117, there is a verse quoted from Sri Padma Puran describing a Pashandi. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quotes this verse as the following text. Now the next verse is being quoted by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and this is a verse from Sri Padma Puran. Yastu Narayanam Devam Brahma Rudradi Daivataihi Samatvena eva Viksheta Sa Pashandi Bhavedruvam. That person is certainly a Pashandi. Sa Pashandi Bhavedruvam. Certainly that person is a Pashandi who Yastu Narayana Devam, one who considers Shri Narayan Dev as Brahma Rudradi. Brahma means Lord Brahma, Rudra, Lord Shiva, Adi Devatai. Adi Devatai means etc. Other demigods and demigoddesses. Samatvena eva Viksheta. Viksheta means to see. Samatvena, one who sees them as equal. That Brahma, Rudra, Ganapati, Durga, all these Deva Devis are Samatvena eva with Narayan, are equal to Narayan. Sa Pashandi Bhavedruvam. That person is certainly a Pashandi, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. Which means we have to have a clear understanding what is Ishwar Tattva. What are the demigods? They are jivas just like human beings. But as we were reading in Bhakti Vaibhav, they are controller and controlled. Surya Dev is also a jiva. Surya Dev's body is material body, but he's the controller of all of us within the material world. But still, in Tattva, there is no difference between Surya Dev and the Jivatma. There is no, one jiva can become Surya Dev, that same jiva can become a blade of grass. That same jiva later on can become Brahma. Because the jiva is same. It is the Tatastha Shakti of Krishna. But Lord Narayan, Vishnu, is not in that same category. So, further, I would like to elaborate a little bit upon the Nam Sankirtan Yajna, which is the Yajna recommended for all of us in this age of Kali. And in this regard, I would like to read 3 verses from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya Khanda, chapter 23. This is a very, very important section of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly speaks the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Again, this is Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya Khanda, chapter 23, verses 76, 77, and 78. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu speaks the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Prabhu kahe kahilai, ei Mahamantra, iha japa, giya sabe, kariya nirbandha, iha haite sarva siddhi, haibe sabar, sarvakshana bala ithe vidhi nahi yaar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to all the residents of Navadvip, I have spoken this Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhu kahe Kahila a Mahamantra. I have spoken this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So Mahaprabhu, Shri Chaitanya Dev is calling this mantra. Not just mantra, but in Mahaprabhu's own words, this is the Mahamantra. Prabhu kahe kahila a Mahamantra. Now what do we do with this Mahamantra? Iha japa. You perform japa. Japa means to chant softly, where only you can hear. Japa means either manasik or upamshu. In upamshu, you can hear it yourself, but others cannot hear. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Or japa could also mean manasik, just in the mind. How the Gayatri mantras are chanted in the mind, where your lips and tongue don't move. It is just being chanted in the mind. Manasik means mind. Upamshu means it's in the mouth. Only your lips and tongue are moving. You're whispering it, you can hear it very softly, but others cannot hear it. These are the two forms of japa. When the mantra is chanted loudly, it is called kirtan. So Mahaprabhu is saying kirtan, or you can sing it. Krishna utkirtana, ganana, means to sing. So Mahaprabhu is clearly saying, this Mahamantra, what do? You can do two things with this Mahamantra. Iha japa, you can chant it silently or softly, or giya sabe. All of you can come and you can giya, you can sing it. So Hare Krishna Mahamantra is unique, where it is not a mantra which is only meant for japa, but it is also meant for utkirtan ganana. It is meant for singing and chanting loudly also. This is the unique feature of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Mahaprabhu himself is saying, Iha japa, iha giya sabe. All of you can sing it, all of you can chant it privately and publicly sing it. No problem. Kariya nirbandha. You keep track of your rounds, how much you are chanting. You have a 30-minute kirtan slot, you have a 1-hour kirtan slot, you have 16 rounds, you have 64 rounds. Kariya nirbandha. You fix some time. Sankhya purvaka nama gana. Because in this material world, there are so many distractions. So if we don't have a minimum sankhya that we decide, then we will not do bhajan. Therefore, Mahaprabhu himself is saying, Kariya nirbandha. You keep track of the rounds you chant. Keep track of how much kirtan you are doing. It is important. Even the Goswamis, who are Ragatmika Bhaktas, they are doing it. Sankhya purvaka nama gana natibhi. They are doing Sankhya purvak nam. Sankhya purvak they are singing. Let us sing Gopi Geet, let us sing Brahmar Geet. They are doing Sankhya purvak or their own Ashtakams. Or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Shiksha Ashtakam. So they decide that we are going to sing these songs. And they Sankhya purvak they do. Sankhya purvak nam, Sankhya purvak gan, and Sankhya purvak nati. Nati means do namaskar. Obeisances also. Like Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. 1,000 obeisances to Krishna, 2,000 obeisances to the Vaishnavas. So they are doing it Sankhya purvak to keep a minimum quantity of bhajan. Kariya nirbandha. So we also should have Sankhya purvak bhajan. And then we can do more. But we should keep a baseline minimum so that we don't fall below the standard. As Srila Prabhupada famously said, you can increase your rounds, but do not decrease them. Iha japa giya sabe kariya nirbandha. You can chant softly Hare Krishna Mahamantra or giya sabe. You can all come together and chant. Bahubis militva kirtan iti sankirtan. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada writes in his commentary to the first verse of Shikshashtakam. Bahubis militva kirtayati iti sankirtan. Sankirtan means to do kirtan loudly in the company of many others. Or Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada also says that Sarvato bhavena kirtan iti sankirtan. Sarvato bhavena kirtan. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur elaborates on that. What is the meaning of Sarvato bhavena? Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada says two things. Two criteria are met, then it can be considered Sarvato bhavena kirtan iti sankirtan. So one can alone also chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare loudly. This is kirtan. This is not japa, this is kirtan. But doing it alone also can qualify as sankirtan. Tarmade sarvashresh nam sankirtan if two criteria are met. What are they? One is the chanting should be with sambandha jnana. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says it should be with sambandha jnana, which means we should understand Jivara Swarup Krishna Nitya Das. Gopi Bharatu Kapada Kamalay or Das Dasanudas. I am a servant of the servant of Radha Krishna. And my job, my seva is to always give pleasure to Krishna, anukulena Krishna, in a favorable way. If this sambandha jnana is there, and all the jivas, they are all parts and parcels of Krishna. Mamai amsha jiva loka jiva bhuta sanatana. If this sambandha jnana is there, we understand our sambandha with Krishna, we understand our sambandha with the other jivas, and we understand our sambandha with this prakriti, that I have nothing to do with this prakriti. I have nothing to do. I am Tatastha Shakti, this is Bahiranga Shakti. Tatastha Shakti, according to Jaiva Dharma, is an offshoot of the Antaranga Shakti, the Chit Shakti. Therefore, I have to take shelter of the internal potency. I have no relation with the external potency. This is called Sambandha Dhyan. So first criterion is one must have Sambandha Dhyan for Sarva Bhavena Kirta iti Sankirtan. For it to become Sarva Bhavena, first is Sambandha Dhyan. And second is, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada says, it should be Nir Aparadha Namale. It should be chanting without the 10 offenses. If someone is chanting alone without committing the 10 offenses and with Sambandha Dhyan, even one person can do Sankirtan. It does not necessarily have to be Bahubis Militva. Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada says. Even one person can do Sankirtan, and the proof for this is in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, where Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Haridas Thakur was sitting alone in the cave doing Sankirtan. Thakur Maharaj is sitting alone, and Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami uses the word Sankirtan. This is there in Antilila of Chaitanya Charitamrita, you can see. One person alone can do Sankirtan if it is Sarvata Bhavena Kirtan, which means, according to Saraswati Thakur, with Sambandha Dhyan, and it is Niraparadhnam. We are chanting offenselessly. So Mahaprabhu is saying, Prabhu kahe kahila ei mahamantra iha japa giya sabe kariya nirbandha. Sankhya purvak you do japa and loudly you chant. What will happen? What will happen if we do this? Iha haite sarva siddhi hai be sabar. Sarvakshana bala ithe vidhi nahi ar. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, Iha haite sarva siddhi. Whatever you want, you will get by chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Whatever you want, you will get it. Iha haite sarva siddhi haibe sabar. Sarvakshana bala ithe vidhi nahi ar. All of you, please chant constantly this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, vidhi nahi ar. There is no specific rules and regulations. Anybody can perform this and you will get full siddhi. And Mahaprabhu says, Sarvakshana bala. Every moment you chant. Khaite, shuite, yathadatha namle. Because this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, my dear friends, very unique feature is, it is not just mantra, it is also nam. Here Mahaprabhu says, Iha Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But in Kali Santarna Upanishad it is said that iti shodashakam namnam kali kalmashanashanam. So Hare Krishna Mahamantra is a mantra, and Hare Krishna Mahamantra also qualifies as just nam. It is because this mantra does not have om, does not have namaha, does not have swaha. It has just nam. Hare means Radhe, Krishna, and Ram. Ram means Radharaman. So these are just names of Radha and Krishna. So Hare Krishna Mahamantra is supremely unique, where it is a mantra, manatrayati iti mantra. So it can be chanted softly, japa, because mantra should be chanted in the mind, japa. And Hare Krishna Mahamantra also is nam kirtan. It is also nam. Iti shodashakam nam kali kalmashanashanam nata parataropaya sarva vedeshu drishyate. So we are very, very fortunate to have received the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. There is no mantra superior to Hare Krishna Mahamantra. According to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all spiritual perfection, all siddhi will be attained just by repeatedly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So with this, I will stop. If there are any questions, we can take for 2-3 minutes. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Nitai Gaur. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the wonderful class. There are so many points to take away. Okay, Prabhu, with your permission, we can open the question and answer forum now. Or if devotee, any of you have any relation, please go ahead. You can raise your hand. Hare Krishna.
Sukaka Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Adigadadhar Prabhu, Dandot Pranam Prabhu. It's a fortunate day today is Bhakti Prabhu's disappearance day, and you gave all good so much of knowledge. So one question some devotee has been asking and I was not able to answer. He was telling that this all the devotees are here and we have to chant the holy name Antakale Chamame and we have to go back home, back to Godhead. So, and if we were all in spiritual, why we came, what was the reason and how we became envious of Krishna there. So I was not having a proper answer. I said, Prabhupada has told you already fallen. You have to go back, so don't ask the question. But do you have an answer, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
This is this question requires a detailed answer, and I don't think we have the time right now.
Okay.
So Prabhupada
But
said, Prabhupada said that it is not important how we came here. What is important is how we can get out of this material world. So Prabhupada gave the example of someone who is drowning in the ocean. You throw them a life jacket, a rope to pull them back aboard. Grabbing that rope, wearing that life jacket is more important than asking, how did I fall here? Once we attain Krishna, all these questions will be answered. This question that you're asking will be answered when we become Krishna realized.
So he told
all the moha, all the questions, all the illusions will be gone when we attain Krishna. So we should do bhajan, and all these questions will be answered. There is answer.
I told Yadgatwana Nivatne Tadhama may not come back, but he's telling again, if you do the same, I said, don't ask the question, but Prabhupada has given the same answer. So I could not convince. So I have to say that when you get self-realized, you get that.
Krishna and Prabhupada both say, Yad Gatva na nivartante tadham paramamam. So if we attain Krishna lok, we never have to come back. That is a siddhanta. There is no need to speculate. Once we attain Krishna, we don't come back. Bhagavad Gita is saying, Yam prapmate nivartante tadham paramamam.
I told the same. I said, but then why we came? We were with them. Why did we come? I said, I don't ask the question, but this is a complicated. I just said, I have no answer. That's why I thought maybe I can tell that now. Once you become self-realized, you'll get the answer. That is the answer now.
You will get the answer. And also, Jaha Krishna taha nahi mayara adhikar. You have heard this verse? Krishna Surya Tama Maya Haya Andhakar. Jaha Krishna taha nahi mayara adhikar. So if you were with Krishna, Maya, there is no Maya adhikar there. If you are with Krishna in Krishna lok, there is no Maya there. There is no influence of Maya in Vaikuntha.
So we were not with him. So the answer is, from where we came, yes. I said, leave it.
Correct.
Okay.
We are Tatastha Shakti and we come from Mahavishnu. We have never been in Vaikuntha. We have never seen Vaikuntha. We have never been with Krishna. Nobody falls from Vaikuntha. Srila Jiva Goswami, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur have both said this in Shad Sandarbha and in Jaiva Dharma respectively. And Srila Prabhupada also says this in 3rd canto purport, where Prabhupada says, therefore the conclusion is, no one ever falls from Vaikuntha. But this is a controversial topic, and therefore I don't want to get into it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Last question, Narayani, Mataji.
Unmute Mataji, please. I don't know, they are not unmuting. Hare Krishna, please unmute. I'm asking you to unmute.
Mataji, if she's not able to unmute, please read her chat question. She has written very detailed questions.
Okay, I see it. I'll read it.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. I have 3 questions. 1. Can we pray to demigods in relation to Krishna? Like Ganeshji is nephew of Krishna? Question mark. And can we pray demigods for mercy of them to have Krishna Bhakti as they are Vaishnavas? So serving them that way? Question mark. Yes, you can pray to the demigods to give you Krishna Bhakti. That is not a problem. The gopis also worshipped Katyayani Devi to get Krishna as their husband. And that is okay. We can pray to demigods to give us Krishna Bhakti, but we should never pray for anything other than Krishna Bhakti. Number 2 question. When one is attached to cow, what happens to that person? Will the consequences be the same as that of Bharat Maharaj, who was attached to deer? Yes. If one is doing Go Seva with a completely material understanding that I like cows and I want to take care of cows, then it will qualify as a pious activity. It will qualify as a pious activity because cows are dear to Krishna, but it will not lead to Bhagavad Dham. It will not lead to Krishna Prapti. For Krishna Prapti, we have to do bhajan. We have to practice the 64 limbs of bhakti. But worshipping the cow is not on the same level as a deer, because cow is more dear to Krishna than deer. Krishna is samoham sarvabhuteshu. He is equal to everyone, but still, because he is supremely independent, he has his own preferences and his own nature, his own swabhav. And because cow is the mother of everyone, and even when Bharat Maharaj's deer, he was orphaned because mother died. How did Bharat Maharaj take care of the deer in the ashram? He gave cow's milk. So cow is the mother to Bharat Maharaj. Cow is the mother to the deer of Bharat Maharaj also. Cow is mother to everyone. She's one of the 7 mothers. So cow is very dear to Krishna. So if one worships cows, it will count as a pious activity, sukriti, and it will give pious results, but it will not lead to Krishna Prapti. For Krishna Prapti, we have to do bhajan, we have to practice the limbs of bhakti. So being a devotee of Krishna and worshipping cow, serving Krishna and serving cow is the perfect combination. Third question. I have heard that Shri Surya Dev's son is Surya Narayan, and Shri Ram is the king of Surya Lok, as he is Surya Vanshi. Is it true? No, you have heard wrong. Surya is a planet that is controlled by different personalities at different times in different manvantars. In this particular manvantar, it is Vivaswan, who is Surya Dev, who is son of Aditi and Kashyap Muni. He is Vivaswan, sun god. In another manvantar, it will be some other personality who will take the role of Surya Dev. So Surya Dev is a post. It is not a particular person. But Surya is endowed with the potency of Krishna, as everything in this world. And therefore, because Surya gives light, gives life to the whole world and sustains the whole world, there cannot be life without Surya. Is called as Surya Narayan, because the potency of Lord Narayan is there within Surya. As far as Lord Ram is concerned, king of Surya Loka, Ram is king of all the 14 planetary systems. He is the king of Vaikuntha. He is Vaikuntanath. Lord Ramchandra is the supreme personality of Godhead, and he lives in Saket Dham, in Ayodhya Dham, in Vaikuntha. Okay, there are 3 questions. I hope that is okay. Then Radha Jyoti Devidasi from Solapur has said, Hare Krishna, could you please give reference which book it is, details about Sambandha, establishment with Krishna and chant offenselessly? Which book we could read more details about offenses? You will have to read the commentary of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada and Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur on the first verse of Shikshashtakam. Both these acharyas have written a detailed commentary on Shikshashtakam, the 8 verses which are mentioned in chapter number 20 of the Antilila of Chaitanya Charitamrita. You will have to read those commentaries. What I spoke is from those commentaries. Then Bhagwati Harini Devidasi Mataji has said, Hare Krishna, can we get same result if we chant together with seniors in Zoom? Yes, if that is our bhav. But when we chant, we should make sure that we are able to hear what we are chanting, not what Prabhupada is chanting or what the senior devotees are chanting. Then it will not qualify as japa. It will qualify as sankirtan. So Prabhupada said 16 rounds, japa we have to do. Japa means we are hearing only ourselves. Sometimes devotees, they put Prabhupada's japa or they chant with senior devotees on Zoom loudly. So that will be sankirtan, which is great. Tar madhya sarvashresh nam sankirtan. We have to do sankirtan, but we have to also do japa 16 rounds minimum every day. So japa means we are sitting peacefully. We don't hear anybody or anything else. We are just hearing our own chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yan nama shravana matrena umam bhavati nirmala. Just by hearing the holy name, we become purified. So japa we have to do where we chant and we hear only what we are chanting. At least 16 rounds every day, that is japa. So we can do on Zoom also, but we should make sure that we are not hearing others. We are hearing only our chanting. So we can put the volume on 0 and we can chant loudly enough so that we can hear. It can be Upamshu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Just our tongue and lips are moving and we can hear it nicely. We are sitting in a silent room in the morning. Okay, so that will be japa. I hope that answers the question, Bhagwati Harini Mataji. Then Anusha Rangarajan Mataji has said, Hare Krishna, how to be cautious while glorifying Vaishnavas. What is the purest form of gratitude is the best means to pay as a token of love for Vaishnavas. Will mundane words suffice? Well, they are not mundane words if they are offered from the heart, if they are offered sincerely. The purest form of gratitude is, Prabhupada explained, if you are really grateful to me, then do two things. You receive what I have come to give you and you share it with others. Achar, prachar. Prabhupada said, if you are really grateful, then you do two things. You receive what I have come to give you, receive Krishna consciousness and share it with others. That is the purest form of gratitude. And while glorifying Vaishnavas, what caution we should take? We should not glorify so much that the Vaishnava may run the risk of becoming proud. Therefore, in the chapter in Antilila of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit, where Ramchandra Puri comes and criticizes Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Swarup Damodar Goswami says there are two rules. One should not criticize and one should not glorify. Out of them, sometimes we may break the rule of one should not glorify, which means we may glorify, but we should definitely not criticize anybody. When we glorify, we should be careful that we don't go overboard, like Hiranyakashipu is doing, going overboard in his glorification of Lord Brahma, speaking things that are not true. We should not do that. We should not glorify Vaishnavas by saying things that are not true. And we should try not to glorify too much in their presence because it will embarrass them. And also, there is always a risk of becoming proud when we are glorified too much. So this precautions we should take. We should not glorify things that are not true. And in general, we should be very careful. We should glorify the pure devotees. Sometimes a sadhak may do some nice activities and to encourage, inspire, we may appreciate. But really, stuti, glorification, writing poems and glorifying publicly, this should be reserved for the pure devotees. Because we may glorify somebody and few months later, that Vaishnava may be implicated in some kukarma, some nefarious activity. Then our glorification, so therefore glorification should be reserved for pure devotees as far as possible, but we can also encourage devotees. But we should not speak things that are not true. Okay. Narayani Mataji, can we do this already done? I think I have covered all the questions. Okay, so we can.
Siv Kumar Prabhuji's question is there, Prabhu.
Shri Kumar Prabhuji.
Shiv
Kumar Prabhuji. In which case can chanting itself not help reduce, avoid offense? Cheto darpana marjanam Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. We commit offenses because of anarthas in the heart, and anarthas are destroyed by chanting the holy name. So, Shiv Kumar Prabhu, can you say in which case means what? I didn't. Maybe Shiv Kumar Prabhu can unmute himself and clarify what he means by in which case can chanting itself not help reduce avoid offenses.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam Prabhu. Prabhu, the question I typed a little above, Prabhu. What I was asking is the chanting by itself. When the instruction says that we have to avoid offense, does it mean that free will is involved in the offense? And my understanding is the offense itself is coming from a conditioning, and I am hoping that the chanting itself will help reduce my conditioning, in which case my offense will also come down. So when there is explicit instruction that offense should be avoided, does that mean that free will is involved? There is what I wanted to understand, Prabhu. That's why I asked, can the chanting by itself not reduce my anarthas, and thereby my offense also will come down in chanting?
Free will is involved in the offenses means what? I didn't understand.
Like when we hear this instruction, Prabhu, the chanting has to be done without offenses. I thought the offense by itself is coming from my anarthas, my conditioning. By me doing just chanting with offense also, if that helps reduce my conditioning, my offense also should come down, is what I hoped for, Prabhu. So if there is a separate instruction that I should avoid offenses, does that mean free will is involved? That is.
So when we do offensive chanting, we chant while committing the Nama Aparadha, 10 types of offenses. That will lead to sense gratification, It will lead to bhukti and mukti, but it will not lead to prem. And we become pure to the extent we are going towards uttama bhakti, towards shuddha bhakti. So we have to make, first of all, we have to educate ourselves by studying Shastra and hearing the instructions of the advanced Vaishnavas about offenses. And then we have to make, once we are aware of it, then we have to make conscious effort to avoid the offenses. And of course, chanting will help. Chanting will help, and chanting will help purify the heart. Chanting will help rid ourselves of the anarthas. And yes, these offenses we commit because of our conditioning from the anarthas. It is the anarthas like pride, anger, lust, greed, envy that we commit the Vaishnava Aparadh and the Nama Aparadhs. So chanting will help, but we also need to make a conscious effort. One should not think that, oh, I will not bother about the Nama Aparadhs. I will just keep chanting Nama Aparadh. And by chanting, everything will be okay. Well, we have to be aware, and we have to also make a conscious effort to avoid these offenses. And if we are really chanting with bhav, if we are really chanting to attain pure bhakti, then we will be extremely cautious to avoid these offenses. So that awareness is necessary, and we have to be conscious that I want to avoid these offenses. Is that okay? Shiv Kumar Prabhu?
Yeah, he's muted, Prabhu. 1 second.
So it's okay. Then we can take quickly last question. Radha Jyoti Mataji. Please go ahead.
Pranam Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you mentioned about chanting and anarthas that will be taken care. Prabhuji, my question to you is, the person, the devotee or the person who is chanting, he is chanting on Namabhas. He is not pure in chanting, right? So the anarthas will not go easily because the chanting is not attentive. So whenever there will be a inattentive chanting, it's offense. So is it not that every day I am digging my own grave because I'm not attentively chanting? So anarthas are increasing. It's like I'm depositing offenses in my account every day. So your statement, after chanting the anarthas will go. So I don't think I'm not able to understand how it will go, because I see that.
Listen carefully, then you will understand.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, initially, as you rightly said, we may be inattentive sometimes. We may criticize devotees sometimes. But does it mean that all your Mahamantras, 16 multiplied by 108 Mahamantras that you chant, all of them are inattentive? Answer my question.
All of them, Prabhuji.
All of them. You don't chant a single Hare Krishna Mahamantra attentively.
I don't think so.
Then you should try to chant attentively. Now you are speaking attentively, correct? I asked you a question, you attentively heard me, you gave an attentive answer. So why you cannot chant like that?
I don't trust my mind, Prabhuji, while chanting.
Correct. We should not trust our mind. Krishna says our mind is our vairi. But see, when you are sitting in class, you are attentive. Now you are attentive. When you speak to somebody, you converse with somebody, you are attentive. So think that when you are chanting, you are conversing with Krishna. And try to be attentive. So the point I'm trying to make, Mataji, is it is true that we will be inattentive. It is true that some days we will commit offenses by criticizing devotees. Someday we may disobey the spiritual master, but not all mantras. Not all mantras. Some mantras will go deep in the heart. See, I will make you hear one audio. Wait now. Listen to that audio very carefully. Hare Krishna. It's a beautiful audio. You can hear the whole thing. But Jyoti Mataji, did you get at least something from this audio? That
I wrote many of the points. I wrote many of the points that I could hear clearly.
Very good. So never again think and never again in your life say that chanting is digging your own grave. Let those words never come out of your mouth again. And let that thought never come in your heart, that chanting Hare Krishna is digging your own grave. Doesn't matter. We will chant Nam Aprad because we are Baddha Jivas. Not even Namabhas. We are Nam Apradhis. We are chanting Nam Aprad. But do we have any other way other than the holy name? Harer Nam, Harer Nam, Harer Nam, Eva Kevalam, Kalon, Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva Gatirana. There is no other way. So we are like a child who is learning to walk and we have fallen on the ground. How do we get up? You take shelter of the ground. You have fallen on the ground, but you take shelter of the ground to put your hands on the ground and again you stand up. Take shelter of the ground and stand up. Sri Jagadananda Pandit says this in Prem Vivar, the book. That we are committing Nam Aprad, but we have to take shelter of Nam to stand up. We have fallen on the earth, but we take shelter of the earth to again stand up. Because we don't have anything other than the holy name. No other process of bhakti will work in Kali Yuga. Only Harinam. So we have to take shelter of Krishna, that Krishna, I am very fallen. I am a Nam Apradhi, but please give me Vivek Buddhi so I can avoid the offenses and I can chant purely. And someday we will be able to chant purely. And as Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj says, some mantras will go deep in the heart. It is not possible that all mantras are inattentive. And if they are, then we should try at least some mantras we chant with feeling. We chant how Maharaj was saying, to purify our heart, to rid ourselves of the anarthas. We should chant at least some Maha mantras every day where we are exclusively praying Krishna. I want Krishna Prem. Prabhupada taught us to recite this before we chant our japa every morning. That every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these 10 offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna Prem. All of us every day say this. So why can't we chant some rounds thinking like this, that Krishna, I'm chanting this for no other reason. Anya Abhilashita Shunyam, I only want Krishna Prem. I want love. Dasa kohe vetan mora, deha prema dhan. Give me prem dhan Krishna. That's all I want. We should chant like that. Okay, Mataji?
Ji, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
No matter how you chant, chanting can never be digging your own grave. Chanting means digging the grave of anarthas and taking you back to Godhead. Ek Krishna naam kare sarva papakshay navavida bhakti Krishna naam haite hai. Ek Krishna naam. You just need one Krishna naam. At least that one Mahamantra we should chant attentively. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. And then next with the same mood. And keep going, keep trying. And we will fall, but we will take shelter of Naam to get up again. Just like a child takes shelter of earth to get up again, even though he has fallen on the earth. Okay, Mataji, always remember this.
Yes, Prabhuji. I'll never
Hare
say
Krishna.
that.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes. I have another class. Actually, I had another class 25 minutes ago at 7:30 here, by 8:30. But anyway, quickly, last question, Manmohan Prabhu. Then we'll stop.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam Prabhu. My obeisances to you, Prabhu, and Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, I just have one simple question, Prabhuji. Because in our house, we have been praying Krishna, and for generations, we have been praying Katyani and Durga and Hanumanji. So whenever we go to temple, because I have to go along with them, so I pay, suppose, obeisances to Hanumanji, and Krishna comes in my thought, and I picture Krishna only there. But like even if I am praying to Durga ji, the Krishna image comes in my head. So would I be considered as a Pashandi? This comes in the category of being a Pashandi?
No, we are supposed to think of Krishna every time, every moment. Smartavya Satatam Vishnu. Manmana Bhagavan Bhakto. We are always Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu Mam Anusmara. We are supposed to remember Krishna at every moment. So even when you are in a demigod temple, you understand that the demigods are Hanumanji, Ganeshji, Katyayani Devi. They are all devotees of Krishna. So you offer obeisances to them and you pray for Krishna Bhakti. You pray for Krishna Prem. Then you are not Pashandi. But if you consider that Hanumanji is Krishna, then that is a aprad to Hanumanji. Hanumanji will not like it if you consider him Ram. Hanumanji always considers himself servant of Ram. Manojavam mardutulya vegam jitendriyam buddhimatam varishtham vatatmacham vanarayuta mukhyam Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadde. He's Ramadut. He's Ramdas. So always have that distinction in your mind that demigods are servants of Krishna and Krishna is Bhagwan Swayam. So then you will not be Pashandi. Okay, Prabhuji?
Sure. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so I think we are done. So
Thank you
very
so much. Thank you so much, Prabhuji,
call,
for
I have
the
another class.
wonderful class and for such a nice question and answer session also, Prabhu. We are so grateful to you. Thank you.
Hare
Dear
Krishna.
devotees, and Prabhuji, we would like to look forward for your association again and again in the future also. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Dear devotees, let's pay our obeisances to Prabhuji. Vancha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
अनंतकोटि वैष्णव की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय
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 Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
जय हो
गौरंग
गौरांगा नित्यानंद
नित्यानंद
Thank you.
गौरांगा
Hare Krishna.
हरि बोल
Devotees
जय
for
श्री
joining.
राधे
हरि
श्याम
बोल
Wishing everyone
सबको
happy new
हरि
year
मेरे
बोल
in
वृंदावन
advance.
धाम
Hari bol, hari
या
bol.
थैंक यू ऑल हरि
लाल
बोल
की जय
Thank you.
मायापुर नवदीप धाम की जय हो
Jai, jai, jai.